So today I'm going to give my, whatever it is, 2 cents opinion on these attention deficit disorder drugs or whatever they're called, like the Addies, as the cool kids call them, Adderall, I guess Ritalin, because what made me think about this is that a gymnast I heard was on Ritalin, which I didn't even know was even out anymore because that was like 20 years ago. But anyway, wanted to discuss that and also compare them to steroids on how I think they're so much better than steroids, and I'm going to explain that in a little bit. But first, obviously, go to a doctor if you think you have attention deficit disorder or some type of disorder, and then obviously it's up to you if you're an adult to take them. I don't recommend them, and I think most of you know they're super illegal. I think if you get caught with one pill, you can go to prison for like years. I don't know, that's what I heard. I've never touched them, never taken them, refused to take them. I don't need them. And I mean, I know people on them for good reasons and not so good reasons, as I'll explain in a little bit. As far as for steroids, again, it's up to you. It's personal choice. They're illegal. You go to a doctor like me, because I really don't produce much testosterone, so I've been on them since I was 30 years old. I know tons and tons and tons of people on them, professional level, non-professional level, everything. So I know a lot about that needle, but as far as for the pills, I just know from what I have heard from people. I'm going to explain this in a little bit. But first, let's just change things up. All right. I figured I'd wear my stoked, one of my new designs for my t-shirts, kill everybody with kindness. So that's available on the website, and remember, I'm a small business, so it's all friends and family that you're helping out. Even though I might sell bigger, name brand stuff like the A and the W, which don't need the money because they're billionaires, you're helping out me, somebody that really needs the money, so I appreciate it. And I also give back to you. I think a new thing I'm going to do is every 100 orders, through all the websites, give you a $500 shopping spree to all my websites. Basically, one winner after 100 orders. I'm going to pick one person out of those 100 orders. You get a $500 shopping spree. Let's do the normal thing. So anyway, if you're under 25, enjoy your youth. Like that, you're going to be old like me. Just trying to speed through this. Still, we're in dark times. Pandemic didn't help, but no matter what, enjoy every second of every day that you are alive. You woke up, so it's a good day. And lastly, most importantly, say hello to your mother. That's also on a t-shirt. So, okay. So I was watching the Olympics. I was not watching the Olympics. Did not watch one. I'm sorry. So let's say we watched the drone introduction. That's it. Just over the Olympics, even though he's almost competed in them. But when I found out that gymnast made all the controversy, she wasn't competing. And I know nothing about gymnastics, never watched it, don't know anybody competes in it, don't know anything about it, don't know anything about this girl, except I heard she's, a great athlete. So then I found out she was on Ritalin. So then I started thinking about it. Two reasons for her. I think she didn't want to compete because without the drugs, she couldn't win, so she was afraid of losing, which I perfectly understand. I always hated losing, but sometimes it's just the way the cookie crumbles. But who knows how she would have did without taking the drugs. I personally don't think she has the ADHD, whatever, attention deficit disorder, but only she knows that, correct? Only she knows if she really has it or not. So, the reason I say that is because, so as far as for like steroids, everybody thinks they're like this miracle thing. They'll turn anybody into, which I actually have a bone with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think he's a real douchebag now, but all the things he's been saying last year or two, but we'll just use him as an analogy. Everybody thinks they're gonna go from, a 400-pound obese person or a 100-pound person and all of a sudden turn into like this bodybuilding freak. Or as far as the Olympics, take some steroids and can maybe do a 20-second 100, and all of a sudden they're able to do a 10-100. It doesn't work like that. They do very little for the average person. Again, if you're a genetic freak, they help you out a little bit. If it's very rarely that you're just the average person, which is like say 98% of the population in the world, and they're going to do anything great for you. It's not really that case. As far as old people like me that have low testosterone, yeah, you feel younger. You feel younger. You don't look younger. You're not going to miraculously put on a whole bunch of muscle. You just gives you like a caffeine, ephedrine, DMA boost, just an energy boost. That's about it. So I think I explained that. But this is where it gets fun. As far as for the addies, as I call them, because that's what all the cool kids call them, you hear about high school kids, college kids using them for academics. Because it calms, from what I heard, it calms you down and puts you in the famous tunnel vision, the zone, which people like me can naturally put themselves in, and I explain this in a different video. So as far as for like this gymnast, I know I'm jumping all over here now. This gymnast, say she's a great athlete, but she's nervous, which is really the average person can't handle, whether an athlete or not. A lot of people get nervous, fear, as we're seeing now with the pandemic, the fear. Then that's just the average person, and that's what makes a great athlete, maybe like a Michael Jordan. Somebody explain that, because I think, you know, there's a documentary, everybody knows Michael Jordan. So anyway, so what the drugs did with her is puts her, I'm assuming, again, I don't know her, gotta watch and all the legal stuff, it puts her in the zone, in that tunnel vision, so she can focus on the, what's it called, the I don't know even what she does, balance beam or the floor exercises or the bars, whatever it is. Sorry, I know nothing about gymnastics. So, and that's probably why it made her a great athlete. Could put her in that zone, the tunnel vision, and also calmed her down. So again, this is where it took someone great, good. Again, does anybody know how she performed without the drugs? How good she is? No. But all we know is the drugs made her phenomenal. So, and this goes with a lot of people, because I've talked to a lot of people on taking them for academics, and they said it's just amazing. Like they're like a C or D or an F student, but with the drugs, they're like an A student. Boom, 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 all the time. And the same way with athletics. It can take a mediocre kid or adult and make them great. Again, I've heard this from hundreds of people, and I kind of understand it, but I kind of don't, because I'm not that nervous type of person, but my wife is, so she gets nervous when she's a test taker. My son's kind of a nervous test taker, and he's only 8. I noticed with golf, when he sits down and concentrates, he's phenomenal. But so he would be someone that would benefit off of the drugs to help him calm down for a test, but refuse to put him on it. But so why I think they're better is how I just explained. Steroids aren't going to make anybody phenomenal. It's just a little tweak, which in athletics, especially athletics, when you're taking steroids, that could mean winning and losing just that 0.5%, 1% better. Where these Addy drugs, the Ritalin and Adderall and all these other ones, can make anybody really good or great. Because I should have reworded that. It can make most people better. Because I know people that are not athletic, not whatever, and they just take them, just even for traffic, to calm them down. So I'm going to watch this video over, and hopefully that explained it. But anyway, appreciate you watching.